Back to the show. As hurricane season peaks, a leading health foundation is sounding the alarm, warning that climate change is fueling more deadly storms, floods, heat waves, even as federal cuts weaken the nation's ability to respond. With us now on the take is Dr. Alonzo Plough. He is the Chief Science Officer for the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. Welcome to the show.
Happy to be with you.
All right. He also is part of the nation's largest philanthropy dedicated to the solely in providing health and health equality in the United States. What makes this year's climate risk stand out more so than previous years?
Well, what's amplifying the risk actually is what you mentioned earlier, this change in federal policies that has reduced the ability of FEMA to respond, budget cuts from the administration to the weather monitoring service that has reduced the ability to put out emergency warnings in a variety of languages, and then, the suppression of climate and health data that the administration has taken off the website that helps health departments and emergency responders know what to do and how to predict better the hurricanes. I'm very concerned, and we are very concerned about how those actions will make hurricane season and extreme weather events even more difficult for the local populations.
This has been a big time back and forth debate whether or not climate change is taking place, regardless of what side of it that you're on. We've been seeing stronger storms, hotter temperatures, and those kind of things. Why do you think people are not taking heed to it? Are we not putting it out there enough?
Well, from a side of just the facts and science, there's really only one side. Climate change, global warming, is the cause of more extreme weather events, heat events. The data are very clear. The unfortunate thing is it's been made political, particularly by the current administration. And there's been a lot of bad information about this and taking away factual information that I think is really just harming the population. So it's really only one side to this if you're talking about science and facts. And if we're talking about coming off the hottest summer in record. And the real issue is that, and I'll spend time talking to folks in Atlanta, and heat is such an issue there, that it is particularly important that we recognize the relationship between climate change and heat, the disproportionate effect it has on communities of color and low-income populations, and that we provide the resources, federal resources, public health resources, in order to make sure that we can prevent and prepare and respond fairly.
So what does that look like? When we talk about climate preparedness, what does that look like in practice?
It means that cities are doing what they can. Let's think about heat. The effects are not inevitable. What can you do? One of the problems that happens between low-income areas and other areas is that cities haven't invested enough money in just tree cover. There can be sometimes a 20-degree difference in heat between more urban areas where the sidewalks amplify the heat, and more suburban areas where there's tree cover. There's things that can be done to make that sort of natural environment fairer. There are things that we can do to make those folks who live in low-income housing, federally subsidized housing, to make those houses more resistant to extreme heat. And there are things that we can do, I think, to prepare and protect people around the relationship between extreme heat, air pollution, and impacts like increasing the rates of asthma in kids. And unfortunately, lower income Black and brown communities, children have far more asthma than in other communities. So it's really awareness. It's doing the kind of things that can help to lessen the impact, and then having good information that connects communities together with first responders and government, so that there are plans and responses with heat, cooling centers. When I was a public health official, keeping libraries open, which often have air conditioning. Many of those things can make the impact of heat-related disasters less severe.
All right, Dr. Plough, thanks so much for your insight, and we're going to try to help you get the word out, man, as much as possible. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right.